Hey guys, welcome back. I'm pushed 350 sample trays into RiskDesk here, and I'm excited to show you how the statistics page looks and behaves. So let me give you a little tour around here. When you come into the stats page, at the top there, you can see your win rate, your profit factor, your expectancy, the number of trades that you've taken. The trading insights section will, based on your trading behaviors, start to offer you suggestions and insight as to things like which strategy is performing best, which seasonality is strongest, identify occurrences where it feels you're going on tilt if you're getting a run of quick losses. There's a whole host of different insights it will feed up depending on the different behaviors. It can read through the statistics that you've logged in RiskDesk. You can see your financial performance, your average win, your average loss, your max, your min, your max win and your max loss. You can see the sort of tug of war between your gross gain and your gross loss and what that translates to in terms of your net realized P&L. You can see your edge and efficiency, the total net R that you've got, your RRR, your average win in R and your average loss in R. You can see your account growth in R, in percentage terms, or in your base currency for your master account. You can see your monthly returns. You can see recent contributions from taken trades that have been taken recently. You can see your R distribution, so the prevalence of how your trades are falling within different R brackets. And based on the strategies that you have defined, you can see which of your strategies are being most effective. You can see the outcome of your trades, the wins, the losses, and any that are open. Hover over and touch it, and you can see that in percentage terms and the actual count. You can see a consistency heat map. This shows you either by entry or by exit how the trades that you've taken on given days and what their outcome is. So if you toggle it between entry and exit, it will either track, it does what it says on the tin really, the entry or the exit date. You can see your drawdown risk depth in percentage terms, in R or in monetary value terms. This sample data looks a little bit synthetic here, but you can see a time versus money duration chart as well. So if you touch one of the dots, there you go. You can see what the trade was, what the result was, and how long that trade was open for. So, ideally you want to see the red losing trades being open for a shorter period of time, and obviously the green winning trades being clustered into higher R and being open for perhaps a longer period of time. You can see also your day of the week performance. Now, all good statistics, but what makes it better is that you can slice it in different ways. So the strategies that you defined, do you want to find out how you're performing on opening range breakout strategies? If that's something you take, fine, filter it. You can see what your win rate is. You can see how that win rate compares to your average win rate, what your profit factor is, how it compares to your average, etc., etc. The trading insights is contexted. Again, it will then tell you, which month has been most effective for your opening range breakout strategy. The financial performance, the edge and efficiency, all of these stats start to become contexted. You can come back and then do other, cut it and slice the data in different ways. So I could, if you're saying, okay, let's just go out to all strategies and say, okay, show me how I'm doing over my last 20 trades. Okay, you can see again, how you're doing relative to your full history to give you a sense as to a recent performance behavior. You can filter it by specific date ranges as well. This week, last week, this month, last month, year to date, a custom date range which you can then define. And you can combine things. So you can combine a strategy with a time period, for example. So there's loads of different insight that you can get from the statistics page. It's well worth spending some time on it once you've got a series of trades logged to see if you can identify patterns and look for improvements within your trading. The other thing that I wanted to flag is that there's two different ways of seeing some of these statistics. So I mentioned it in the settings video that there is a toggle here that says include partials in your averages. Now this is switched off at the moment, but if I toggle it on and come back to the stats page, you can see the little split, and it will then show you which statistics are being cognizant of partials. Now, because there's so many trades in here and I've only got a couple, well, I've only got one trade actually open, it's not going to make a huge difference. But if I just show you this, I think VWAP bounce, and I do that for the last week. Yeah, okay, so you can then start to see the trades which are being contexted by the partial setting. And if so it's saying trades 13 over this last month, let's come back and turn partials off so it only considers fully closed trades. You can now see it comes back to trades 12, and the 13th trade, which is the partial where I've sold 30% of this Apple trade, is no longer being considered in statistics. So that's just a personal preference. Some people like to have their partials included within the statistics. Others like to wait and just consider their stats for fully closed trades. In RiskDesk, you can toggle on and off between either. And as I've shown, there's plenty of different ways to cut and slice the data that will hopefully be helpful and help you sort of optimize your edge as you continue to trade. Thanks for listening.